think we'll get a tear. When Hillary Clinton takes the stage tonight, she'll lay out a positive vision for the future and detail how she can unite a divided nation. That's what her aides are telling the Associated Press. Her campaign manager says Secretary Clinton has trouble selling herself to audience because she's a, quote, workhorse, not a show horse. So how will she handle this biggest sales pitch of her life? Lisa Lehrer is here. She's the Associated Press national politics reporter who talked to those Clinton aides. And you're going on the bus tour after this.
That's right. Right on Friday, after she wraps up here, we have a rally in Philadelphia, and then it's 55 hours on a Hillary Clinton Tim Kaine bus tour across Pennsylvania and Ohio.
Okay.
Hall.
So what are they saying? First of all, remember last cycle, 8 years ago, she lost in Iowa, and then she went to New Hampshire, and everybody was like, oh, my God, she's dead. Oh, my God, the reporters behind the scenes. And instead, she had a little news conference, and we saw her emotional. And it seemed to everybody was like, what was that? Chelsea's going to introduce her tonight. That would be a nice time.
So you want to see a tear?
I think we will.
You want to see some crying?
I think we will. I just think that they will. Okay, we'll see.
We'll see. I mean, I think I hear from her aides, she's definitely feeling the gravity of this moment. She spent weeks working on this speech. She sees it as an opportunity to deal, not only lay out her vision for the future, but deal with some of these persistent issues, namely the fact that, like polls show again and again and again, people just don't trust her. So she thinks she can start chipping away at that, rebuilding or building trust in this speech, although they recognize that that'll be a long process. It's going to be a more positive vision than the one we heard from Donald Trump last week at the Republican convention. But as for how emotional she'll be, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
They say she's in a pretty good mood. She was pretty happy
the
when
reason
she
I
got
said
that
it is,
nomination.
I'm thinking if my little niece Sadie were introducing me in a big moment like that,
yeah.
I think I love her so much.
Right.
And I'm so emotional with her all the time anyway, that I think on a big stage like that, my little one introduces me, I think I would be very emotional, and I don't know who wouldn't.
Right, no, and especially with her husband having given the speech that was pretty, it was a pretty personal speech. He talked about them first meeting, of course, former President Bill Clinton, and what he loved about her and all those things. It was this has been a pretty personal convention for her, for sure.
The idea was to have a humanizing event.
Right.
And clearly they've worked toward that end.
Yeah, that's definitely been the idea. Her aides believe that people just don't know her, even though she's the most famous female politician in the world. She's written, multiple autobiographies. They think people don't really know the real Hillary Clinton. And so this has been their effort to introduce people to what they see as the real Hillary Clinton, this person who's warm and compassionate and works very hard and is committed to making things better for the American people. The question is whether she's able to be that unguarded on the stage. She's a very private person. That's been one of her downfalls as a politician. I think she's intensely private, and she's had a rough time in the public eye, if we're being honest. So I think that's made her even more closed off. So the question now is whether she can let down her guard a little bit.
We'll see.
We'll see.
The music's going to be good. I know that.
Yeah.
Carole King's going to be amazing.
Right.
Lisa, it's great to see you. Enjoy the bus tour.
Thank you.
Yeah, and get some sleep.